race today wasn't his last.
Boyd is spinning into the infield. It's all Goldsmith down to start 25. The yellow flag will be up for this one.
It's a take-no-prisoners battle. Elliott presses Earnhardt through every turn of the racetrack, but Dale holds ground. Coming out of turn 4, the two come together again, and Earnhardt is into the grass. In a remarkable display of driving prowess, Earnhardt not only keeps control, but he holds on to the lead.
You know, he runs through the grass, does a heck of a job saving the car. I mean, most people would probably spun out.
And Earnhardt loses it, goes on the grass, comes back, and Elliott goes inside. And Earnhardt still got the lead. Incredible.
In the final practice, you're riding with Elliott Sadler. There's the tire blowing. There's the first time over, second, third. How many times did you go over, Elliott?
I think we ended up 12 times before it was all said and done. It's definitely the scariest time of my life, but I tell you what, the Wood brothers built me a great race car as far as being safe. Never been on my roof before, and the scariest thing, it spooks you pretty bad. It's just really silent. When you go up in the air, seems like you can hear a pin fall, and just kept on rolling and bouncing over and over, and just pretty scary sight, but I was conscious the whole time. I remember every bump and bruise and every spark that flew, and you know, I'm just glad that we were able to get a bag-up car here today and do the best we can for Sitco, and the car's been running good here at the end. I'll be glad to get back in this race car and run the last 50 laps.
Spirit of America, Elliott Sadler, car number 21.
Kenny Schrader is okay, and I tell you that first because when you see the video, you'll wonder how.
Gets around right there going down into turn 1. Could be a nut. Oh, my goodness. Upside down,
you're
over.
entering that corner at almost 200 miles per hour.
That had to be quite a ride right there. Got to believe something's happened back here. My goodness, boy. Does that not tell you how fast you're going?
Accident. Kenny, that was a scary-looking accident. What happened?
Got down there and massive brake failure, none, and just hit him and went to the floor, and it's like, well, I ain't going to hit looking at it. I'm going to at least back into it. And the back end of that car's a lot softer, so it looked a lot worse than it was.
Yeah, I believe the fifth car in line there, it's the number 65, is leaking a little fluid from Walt Brannon from where it was.
Oh! The 62 of Clair Zimmerman out of Denver, PA. Major problems for the Huntiller Corporation Pontiac.
Out of the tri-oval.
Wow.
He's okay.
Looks like we got a little air underneath that nose now. On the racetrack. Here's a replay here. Looks like, oh, wow.
Man.
Oh, boy, that was a lot more than we've seen. Wow.
Yeah.
We'll take another look at that replay, and looked like maybe he just got down on the apron, the car got loose.
I was trying to figure out how the front end got bent up without, you know, being all mangled. It got bent up when the car gained that much air.
Wow. Yeah.
He got loose up underneath that other car.
Bottom of the racetrack right there. Wow. Roof flaps come up on the race car, kept that race car down on the race.
A little bit of a problem on the brakes, and it got away from him.
Look at that. We believe that he lost some of the front braking force, so it locked up the rear. And look at the air time. So lucky that it didn't dig into that gravel trap and just go for a tumble.
Those amazing men and their flying machines. Look at the distance, 142 feet 2 days ago. In 1903, the Wright brothers, 120 feet.
The clutch, he must have got swamped. So it's about 4 or 5 car lengths, Winterbottom to Scaife on the run-down Conrod on the first occasion. The little battle, the third, is resolved in favour of Lee Holdsworth for the time being. Good decision by Will Davison not to force the point on the outside at turn 2. That was Bargwanna. That was Bargwanna. Had a huge moment. It's rolled.
That's a Bundy car.
No, it's not. I'm sorry.
Oh, my goodness. One of the Bundaberg Red races has gone over.
Goodness. Now
Now watch this on the Zinger replay. So it goes into the sand trap sideways. And there's only one way to go for that car carrying that amount of speed, and there's mess everywhere. I mean, that car has just disintegrated. But the roll cage has done the job because Fabian has jumped out without a scratch on him. Watch this.
Both those cars were line astern. Apologies for the wrong call, but that was a monster moment. Look at this. I think he's ended up on the grass out there as he's turned it in, and off it's gone. Just illustrates the pace. Look, it's just an explosion. And
the throttle hung, you see it snaps right there. I got to believe that, I don't know, the brakes were working, that's for sure. You saw the wheels locked up, front wheels locked up there. I'm not sure what happened. Could have been.
He carried a lot of speed into the corner.
And I guarantee he went down the back, getting up the speed lap, went to the floor and didn't have time to pump him.
The brakes actually went out, went all the way to the floor, going off in a 3 on a mock run. Don't know what happened yet, but unfortunate for Brian and these guys. They got a good little team they're trying to put together. I appreciate the opportunity for Bob and Brian.
Moves himself up to second place. In the wall hard goes Casey Kahne.
Hold the brake, buddy. Hold the
Martin
brake.
Truex.
Hold the brake.
Daryl, I get a feeling something happened to Martin Truex Jr. in that 56 as hard as he was driving it off in that corner.
Sure does.
I mean, he wasn't even able to slow it down, it didn't look like.
I bet well, it's hard to say about brakes, but that looks like a car that lost its brakes.
Bring this to a halt while they clean up from Casey Kahne and Martin Truex. In the wall hard goes Casey Kahne.
Hold the brake, buddy. Hold the brake. Hold the brake. Okay, hold the brake.
Wow, that was huge.
You all right, bud? Yeah. I think it looked like the 56 lost his brakes or something. Something happened there. What do we got, Cole? To the corner and looked, and we were heading to the wall.
But not in the middle of the track. You've got to dive down low. You've seen what Briscoe could have done.
This is it. One lap. Oh, there goes Ryan Hunter-Reay and Ryan Briscoe. And Briscoe flies. Briscoe flips and flies. On the grass, the two Ryans came together.
Yeah, that looked horrible.
And that's a very abrupt end to what was a terrific day for Ryan Briscoe. He gives both thumbs up. And here it is.
Two cars here. They just start bouncing off of each other here. Hunter-Reay was going for a gap. It closed, and he came down into Brian, and the grass just caught the car and just flipped it violently.
Goodness me.
And very shortly thereafter, Ryan Briscoe gives the double thumbs up. Watch this, just a gap that closed again. It's Karam coming down, Hunter-Reay in the middle, and Ryan Briscoe, just the innocent bystander there down on the inside, and that nose just dove in like a dart into the grass.
Absolutely.
And flipped Briscoe. So again, similar to the Power and Sato incident, a lucky escape for both the Ryans, Hunter-Reay and Briscoe.
Oh, that was just intense, very, very violent crash. And it just goes to show you how safe these cars are.
Stage pair was significantly slower than what he showed in the morning practice. Whoa! That's a big hit. Nasty crash for Charlie Kimball in qualifying. And he was busier in the cockpit than anybody else we've seen so far. So that car was a handful the whole time.
Well, that's a big, that took a lot of fencing out as well. So we're going to be down for a little while here. As we see here,
one more time. Look at the back end, get up into the catch fence just a little bit, just grazed through the catch fence. Didn't get through the fence at all, but as you mentioned, it looks like one of those poles is bent a little bit. Johnny there.
Oh, that tells the story there.
Back to green. Veal leads. Oh, the first guys. Ian Madsen, and car's in the wall. Car's upside down. Oh, no. And it is calamity in turn one here. More than half the field, it looks like, involved in this accident that started when Ian Madsen and Shane Stewart got together on the restart.
9 or 10 cars collected down in turn number 1.
Top wing, and I think we're going to be okay.
Who's going to win it, Eldora? Briscoe on the bottom and Enfinger on top of him. Side by side, down the backstretch. Coming to the white flag. Too close to call at the line. It's the last lap at Eldora, and Briscoe and Enfinger are banging doors side by side.
Freezing in the fence off 2.
Through 3 and 4. Who's going to win it? The Dirt Derby. Briscoe nudging ahead. Enfinger coming, and it's going to be Chase Briscoe.
Oh, yeah.
Arguably the greatest finish in Eldora history, no doubt. Take me off the corner.
Feel like we had the position on him. You know, we were pretty good right there. He used me up, and I was going for it. He didn't do anything dirty. Just the last lap for a really, really big race. Really wish we could have got a win. Glad Duke and Ryan Thorson got a win, but I really wish it could have been this 98 team. Got to say hey to my wife Michelle back home. She couldn't be here, and man, that close.
I wasn't going to wear him out. I wasn't going to just wreck him for the win. We rubbed, and I definitely let it float all the way to the wall, and I'm sorry for that. That's not how I race, but just means so much to win at Eldora. Growing up being a dirt guy, my grandpa's won here with Jack Hewitt, and you know, this is our Daytona for dirt guys, and you know, this win is for all the dirt guys out there that don't get a shot, because tonight just proves that a dirt guy can do it at this level. So just so thankful that Ford allowed me to do this race. I was begging them about 3 weeks ago to let me do it. It came together at the last minute. So just awesome to get him in victory lane. I just can't believe I'm in victory lane at Eldora. This is unbelievable. This is so special to be here.
Chase Briscoe, he wins at Eldora.